Go through the night, the sound I hear when I'm holding you tight. My bell, baby, you just rang. It's my love going bang, bang, bang. When my love go bang, 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 you better run for cover, you sweet little girl. When my love goes bang, 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 it's gonna be you and me again.
Well, welcome back.
That's a very unique intro, isn't it?
This is the Husky Baboos.
That's a very unique intro.
Well, we all love Pops. Why not? Well, welcome back to our show.
Yeah. Welcome back to the Husky Bible podcast. These are your Husky Bibles, yours truly, and the other Husky Bible,
Hello.
which we will remain anonymous until we do the ending. We will spill out all our social media so you can search for us.
And T-Public 35%.
Yeah. All year, forever and ever, till kingdom come.
We are coming to you.
Live from the Husky Bible cave.
HQ.
The HQ, the cave.
Well, it's live to us and not to you when you're listening to it.
Whenever
But
you're listening to this, it will be like, oh, it's today. It's this moment. Undetermined by time and space at this very moment. But right now, it's here for us. It's confusing.
very, very confusing. But
It's
hey,
like trying to
why
explain
not?
the plot of Mission Impossible 1. So, good luck with that.
We're going there, huh?
The first one, I mean. The second one, plot pretty basic. The second one's pretty basic.
You never watched any of them.
Well, that's the magic of me being old. Haven't had enough time on this earth.
It's 10 years more. I mean,
Again, like when these movies came out, I was already not an adult per se, but technically ish. I mean, I was 18. Like for example, the first Mission Impossible was 96, so I was 18.
yeah.
I was 18 by then. You were still sucking thumbs.
8.
Well, not literally sucking thumbs. I hope not.
I was 8.
I hope not.
No.
Were you jerking off in socks?
No. That's a little bit too early, my man. That's a little bit too early.
Too much info?
Yeah. They're not my secrets out there.
We're not putting that stuff on Front Street right now.
What the hell's wrong with you?
This is a wrong podcast. That's a wrong podcast. We're not about that. That's Uncle Joey. Speaking of
Ranch?
Oh, I fucking hate ranch. I don't know how the fuck people could eat that shit. I don't know how people could eat ranch. Like when I go to a place and I say, "Oh, you have wings," and they say it comes with ranch, I get up and leave, even if I don't get the wings. Because if you're gonna serve wings with ranch, I don't want to do business with you. I don't want to do business with you. I'm very easy. I'm very fucking easy.
So wings must be done with blue cheese?
Blue cheese, yeah, like the way they invented in Buffalo, New York. If you're gonna do something original, do it original. You're gonna show up with that ranch that smells like somebody's ass. You ever smell
They're saying
fucking
that
ranch?
ranch is starting to replace ketchup.
Yeah, that's
in a lot
good.
of
If you're a
ways.
fucking hillbilly and you want to taste the ass in your mouth all fucking day. I hate that fucking ranch shit. Don't put it close to me. Don't put it around me. It's either blue cheese with wings or go fuck your mother. That's the next shirt, all right?
That's the next year.
words to live by. See the blue cheese on wings. Oh, go mother.
Lives to live by this. That's good.
I'm telling you, you have not yet found the depth of Uncle Joey.
It's like no matter how much you watch or listen to on YouTube, you can't. You need days, hours, years to just watch everything.
Emotional damage. Emotional damage.
Where's the therapy button?
It's emotional damage indeed. Every time you listen to Uncle Joey's emotional damage.
Have you seen the one that he said that they were on the bus?
Oh yeah, changing flavors.
Yeah, and
changing
he was like, he
flavors.
said, "Fuck it, I don't know if I was gonna shit or it was gonna be
Let's
a
throw
fart.
the dice.
So let's throw the dice." He farted. Everyone was running to the windows to open them up.
The cheerleaders were crying.
And then he farted again, and then the teachers in front of the
He's
bus says,
changing
"Oh my
flavors."
god, he's changing flavors."
and that's the origin of his handle, Mad Flavors World. And that's why he has that handle, Mad Flavors World. I tell you, when God made Joey D, he broke that mold into atoms, and he was like, never again, never again. Never again. Why? Why is I must test myself this way? Why do I gotta go so hard on the pain? Sometimes I question myself, and I'm God. Oh God. Oh God.
Anyway,
Yeah.
we just finished watching Creed 3.
Yeah. Well, you hadn't seen
Well,
it.
I haven't watched it.
I did. I think I did already a quasi mini review back a few
Yeah.
podcasts ago.
But it was really good.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it. It was decently.
I kind of ruined that one part of the movie for you, though.
Yeah, you fucker. Oh, by the way.
This so well, this movie's been out for a minute, so I don't think this is spoiler territory.
Oh,
but
by the way,
just
the
in
mother
case,
dies.
wait, man,
no, fuck it. I mean, don't listen. If you haven't watched it by now, listen. It is what it is. You
blue
spoiled it
cheese-
for me.
It's either blue cheese or go fuck your
Yeah,
mother.
you ruined it for me, so why should I hold back? I'm gonna ruin it for everybody else that listens to it.
Just
I mean,
about when the woman was about to croak, and go
The
send,
mother.
go
The
send her
mother.
soul to the Lord. I done told. Oh yeah, by the way, she died.
Did I tell you that she dies in it? I'm like, oh, fuck
And
you,
you
too,
just
then.
gave me
What the
that
fuck?
look. You gave me that look like, you son of a bitch.
What the fuck?
You just gave me that look like, you son of a bitch. How could you? I was looking forward to this.
Yeah, I was looking forward to. You could have just let me cry on my own. Like you ruined it. So
like,
the
no.
crying moment just left.
I was
just
like,
oh,
no.
there it goes.
Oh, and it was very touching scene too, because she was confusing Adonis with Apollo. She
Yeah.
was talking to him like he was Apollo, and the dude was crying buckets. Like, oh, mama, no, mama, no.
Emotional damage. Where's the therapy button? Over here, I'm like just sitting watching.
Damn it! Emotional damage!
And you over here just on your iPad drawing, and I'm over here. Oh, by the way, you she died. So what? All I needed was 5 more seconds. I would have known.
I want you to listen to this one. This is nice. And I'm going to clarify at first, because there's going to be a certain word that us of our skin complexion cannot say, but I will clarify at first. This is said by a black comedian. Okay? So I'm clearing that up first. But it has a big setup, but it's worth it.
Any conspiracy theories? I understand not all of them, not most of them, but you don't believe in any conspiracy theory? You just think the government's just batting 1,000 and telling us the whole truth? That's a strong stance to take. And again, as I said before, I don't like talking about politics on stage or off stage. I don't like talking about things I don't feel like I'm truly knowledgeable in. But I do know this. Our government is placed in charge of all of its people. I'm a father who's been placed in charge of just one son. And I lie to that all the time.
Exactly what Creed's mother did to him.
Yep. Spoilers.
We're just gonna name this episode "Spoiler Alert."
Spoilers. Oh God. Oh God, that was so good. That was so good. I loved it.
We started off with a bang, but we didn't even do our rest in peace thing today.
Oh yeah, we got there are a couple people that went away this
Yeah.
week. Man, one in the general sports world. I mean, if you don't know who Jim Brown is, shame on you. Like I'm a confessed outsider of the NFL world, and even my ignorant fat ass knows who Jim Brown is.
Him, Vita Blue from the MLB. I think he died after our last podcast. I think.
Yeah, but Jim Brown, that was the
Jim
big
Brown
story
was the
this
big-
week.
Yeah, he just died. What? 2 days ago.
Yeah, a couple of days ago, and he was like what 82.
82. Yeah, but they said he died peacefully at home. So.
I know death did not go quietly.
Well, yeah, of
he
course.
probably beat the crap out of death before.
A little bit.
He probably showed
You ain't
death.
taking me, you damn fucker.
He probably showed death like, okay, I'm gonna make you earn this. Like we going, but you're gonna limp back with me. You're gonna be limping with me.
All right, come on, let's go.
Death will be like, damn, bro.
All right, we're done. Let's go.
Damn. You tough. Like you should stay here for a little bit longer. You find out how tough I am, boy. I'll whoop that ass. 20,000 ways till Sunday. And they were like, "No, you just cut it out, man. Let's just go back, go that garden up in the sky.
Yeah, let's just go, man.
Leave this alone, man. I'm too old for this shit."
Like Adonis Creed versus.
And the other one in the wrestling world, Superstar Billy Graham. This dude, I wrote in my Instagram, that Ariel Duran, and my Instagram, that this dude is the template for what a superstar is, because before they were just pro wrestlers. There's a reason why they named them superstars now. It's because of this dude. This dude, his moniker was Superstar Billy Graham. This dude was the architect of what a pro wrestler should be. And it's the reason why they don't mention them as pro wrestlers anymore. They call them superstars. And if you see his gimmick, you know, the boa feathers, the tie dye, the original beard coloring.
He did it all, huh?
Like Hogan just basically ripped off this dude's gimmick. It's basically, I mean, and even Hogan admits it. Hogan, I mean, in his induction ceremony, in his induction speech in the Hall of Fame, Hulk Hogan even said so that his template was Superstar Billy Graham. That was his template because the dude was jacked to the gills, had charisma up the yin yang, and was the first guy who ever called everybody brother. He was the first one to say, "Hey, let me tell you something, brother." He was the first one. And Hogan took that to the extreme. He calls everybody brother, even his dad. "Let me tell you something, brother." He was like, "I'm your daddy. Shut up, brother."
You never follow your brother now, okay?
"Everybody my brother. Brother." "Oh, brother. Where art thou?" So yeah, R.I.P. to Jim Brown and R.I.P. to Superstar Billy Graham. They will be missed.
Talking about wrestling. Mm-hmm. I guess everyone by now knows that my favorite wrestler is Austin.
No shit.
But I was watching his Hall of Fame speech. Like I was on Peacock. I was bored. I was like, oh, let me watch the Hall of Fame, because I watched snippets of his speech. But that promo video that they had before they announced him as thing, there was a lot of people said that he should have his own wing, like in the Hall of Fame. Like
Who?
I know Cena said that, like for sure.
Like who? Austin?
Yeah. Now
Well, he brought wrestling back from the dead.
he shot up to fame so fast.
Yeah.
It was crazy, because who doesn't want to beat up on their boss?
And you know that whole thing happened by happenstance. It wasn't.
Well, he wasn't even supposed to have won the ring of the King of the Ring. It was supposed to be Triple H.
Yeah, but they had punished Triple H because of the what was it? The MSG incident where Kevin Nash and Scott Hall were leaving WWF, going to WCW. So they did the curtain call scene in Madison Square Garden with Triple H and Hunter. because they were friends in real life, but each side was like heels and baby faces.
Yeah.
And they were breaking kayfabe in front of everybody. And so they had to punish somebody. They couldn't punish Hall and Nash because they were out. They couldn't punish Shawn Michaels because he was the champ. So who had to eat the bullet? It was Hunter.
Yep.
So they had him losing with everybody. They made him lose a bunch of matches, and he was being considered for a push, and they winning the King of the Ring of that year. So they just gave it to Austin. Austin was still searching the waters for his gimmick, which ended up becoming Stone Cold Steve Austin. Although he was already technically Stone Cold by then, but he wasn't full blown.
He wasn't like he was.
He wasn't full blown Stone Cold Steve Austin. But that night, not so much the win, it was the promo, and he just went out of his head. That was just a top of his head thing.
Yep.
When he was seeing the signs, because you got to remember his opponent was Jake the Snake, and Jake the Snake at that time was going through a gimmick change, saying that he was a born again Christian, being redeemed from the vices of alcohol. Mm-hmm. So that's why you hear in the promo that he will say, "You thump your Bible and you say your prayers. That didn't take you anywhere. Talk about your Psalms. Talk about your John's 3:16. Austin 3:16 says, I just whooped your ass."
And there it goes.
And that's where everything was born. That's where the T-shirt was born. That's when everything. That's when it was off to the races. After that,
Yeah. And
the Rocket, it was strapped securely on his back, and off the mother trucker left.
and he just took it. And he took it. And
Oh, yeah.
he made something of it. And he opened up doors for other wrestlers. I mean, Triple H obviously became big. The Rock became big. You had a lot of people that come after them. I mean, was it the Federation, the Domination of what was that?
Nation of Domination.
Nation of Domination became somewhat of a thing. I mean, it was crazy. Did you know that he shared a beer with John Cena at the end of his thing?
No, I did not.
Yeah, they grabbed 2 beers. He drank it. He did his own thing, and then he got another one. He went over to John Cena, I guess. I don't know. I mean, it was in 2009, so Cena at that time already had the torch.
Yes, he was the man already by then.
And he just went like this, and they both drank, and it was over.
And Cena says to this day that was the only thing that he wishes that he had done, fought Austin.
Yeah.
Because he already got Rock, so he nailed that one.
Yeah.
He already fought Taker a bunch of times.
Even Austin said one of his highlights of his career was fighting Flair. That was his last match in Georgia. I think. So he even apologized to them, saying that I'm sorry that I didn't give you my all, but I didn't see myself losing in that match.
Yeah.
And that's when he went away for a while.
Well,
Came
it
back.
wasn't against Flair. It was going to be against Brock. Because the thing is, when he left the WWE for a little spiel, and then he came back like almost a year later, the dispute was because they just, they were pushing Brock Lesnar up the yin yang at that time. Brock Lesnar was brand spanking new. He had only months in the main roster, although he was in developmental for years. But in the main roster, he only had months. So they were still building that dude up. At that point, I don't think he even had beaten Hogan yet. And they were going to feed him off to Austin. And Austin was like, look, I don't mind doing the favors to the kid, but this is free TV. This is cable TV. This is not a pay-per-view. He was like, because Austin always thinking ahead. He's like, okay, what's more profitable for the both of us? What will make more quan for us? Yeah, it would help the kid in the right now to have a W over Austin and beating his ass clean. Yes, it would, but don't you think it would be better to have a build up like what Rock did? Like Rock didn't have no problems dropping it to him and getting him and giving that kid a W and going on in his back. He didn't have a problem with it, but build that fucker up, build it up. And they did build it up to SummerSlam. And that way he got his W over Rock and he got over and he became the champ. And that's what Austin was thinking. It's like, no, we got to think forward, not just like do this just because of the for the moment. So that was Austin's mentality, and but Vince is always gung ho to his how he sees things. So Vince was like, no, we're gonna do this like this one. So that's what Austin said. Okay, so if that's what we're doing, I'm going home. If that's what we're doing, I'm going home. And apparently they didn't understand each other, or the way the communication wasn't breaking down properly. And Austin was being very literal. Austin was being like there was no BS. They thought, oh, going home, that probably is a wrestling term for that. He's gonna so he's gonna do the honors. No, I'm taking literally my behind home.
Taking it back to Texas.
I'm taking my behind home. I'm going home, not like going home and saying, oh, let's end this thing. No. I'm literally flying on a plane, landing in Victoria, Texas, or wherever his house is, and see ya when I see you. And that's what happened there.
So, but he's still the best.
Yeah. No. Look, late 90s, early 2000s, there's nobody can touch Austin. And keep in mind, he was out for a year with that neck injury. When they had to operate him, he was out for a year. WWE did great because they still had the depth that they had in that roster was incredible. It was insane. I was like, oh, Austin is not here. Okay, let's see who we can juggle this with. We got The Undertaker. We got Triple H. We got The Rock. We got Mankind. Kane. Okay, let's just juggle it here from here. They play out. Oh, then Big Show came on. Oh yeah, he's red hot coming out from WCW. Yeah, let's throw it on to him too as well. So it's like they had anywhere to go, and it was like the business was okay.
It was like the 1998 Yankees. It was
Yeah,
just like anyone that came up or was up bat did something.
Yeah, I would imagine it was not a good day to face that team.
No,
back in
that
those
team
days.
was unstoppable.
I would imagine every time they had a team that go, God damn it! Not these. No, God, Jesus.
We gotta face them next.
No.
Emotional damage.
Can we get another team, please? Can we get another team?
Can we forfeit? Can we forfeit? Just give
it's the
them wins?
98 Yankees. With that freaking roster. Oh, Jesus. Paul O'Neill.
Can we forfeit? Can we just forfeit the three games? We could just do that, right?
God, no. Derek Jeter in his freaking prime. In his freaking prime. He was a snot-nosed kid in his prime.
That was like Jeter, like 3 years away from like his thing. He was just all he had to do was put the bat on the ball. That guy hit, man.
Yes. That was when there was like saying, so shortstops can bat now?
Shortstops can hit? Damn.
Like, because that was a running joke. It was like pitchers and shortstops. Like, you can throw a beach ball and they'll strike. They'll swing 3 days later. They're like, oh, I'm sorry, did they throw a ball? Yeah, 3 weeks ago. Game's over. We're cleaning here.
It's like that commercial from like Mattress Firm or something like that. The guy swings at the ball after he was struck out for like 4 minutes. He was just like
3 weeks ago. Like, what happened? Yeah, the game ended 3 weeks ago, dude. You've been let go. They fired you.
That team was 114-48. Oh
my God.
They swept the World Series.
I mean, it was not even fair back then. It wasn't even fair. It's like if the Yankees made the World Series back then, it was like just give them the ring. Just give them. This is a far gone conclusion.
Their pitching was disgusting.
It was a far gone conclusion. It's like
you had Andy Pettitte at the age of 26. He went 16-11 that year. David Wells at the age of 35. He went 18-4. Then you had David Cone, who is a broadcaster for the Yankees and ESPN. He does Sunday Night Game. He was 20-7.
Those were the days.
at the age of 35.
Those were the days.
And then you had a Rabu who's no longer even in the league anymore. He was 13-9. And then you had Orlando Hernandez at 12-4. And he came in late in that season, I think. We got him from Cuba. The depth was just crazy. Mariano had 36 saves that year.
It was insane. It was just crazy. It was a crazy time to be a Yankee fan. And sadly, it's been a while.
2009, not that far.
It's been a while.
Been less than the Mets.
Well, dude, that's not even apples and oranges. That's like comparing an apple to a rock. One is eatable, the other one is not.
Anyway,
And I apologize to all you Mets fans out there. I apologize.
I don't.
I apologize. I don't mean. Hey, there's some friends of mine that are Mets fans. I mean, sucks to be them, but sucks to be them. But hey, you have your preferences. I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to judge.
Okay, every time you wear that Yankee hat, you just telling them to.
Sucalamink?
Yeah, pretty much.
Sucalamink.
Sucalamink, yeah.
Sucalamink.
And they're hitting the therapy button.
Yeah. Emotional damage. Oh, man. So, yeah, Austin was the man back in the late 90s, early 2000s. And, I mean, wrestling has not plateaued to that level since, I guess. But, I mean, it's been kind of a renaissance lately with a whole AEW and how... In the sense that there is more avenues now, because there was a good solid almost 20 years that it was just WWE. That was the only wrestling product out there.
Well, they bought out their competition.
Yeah,
too.
I mean,
they bought out ECW.
and
They bought out
some
WCW.
people are gonna be, what about Ring of Honor? What about TNA, who is now Impact? What about them? I'm like, can anybody outside wrestling fans recall even what TNA or Ring of Honor was? Like,
I can't even name a superstar that's on the roster.
exactly. So that's my point. Like, wrestling was in a point that everybody knew who the NWO was. Everybody knew who Austin was. Everybody knew who The Rock was. Everybody knew who Shawn Michaels was. Everybody
Everyone knew who DX was.
Exactly. Everybody knew who all these people were.
The Dudley Boys, the Hardy Boys,
Exactly.
Edge and Christian.
Exactly. You mentioned that to certain people. They were like, "Oh yeah, I remember that." But if you start asking, for example, who are the Motor City Machine Guns, and they're like,
Who?
exactly, exactly, and you're still wondering who they are. You're like, what the fuck he's talking about?
Is that a company or
No, they're an actual tag team from TNA back in the day. So that's what I mean. Or Beer Money Inc. Do you know who that are? Exactly.
What?
Exactly. Beer Money Inc.
Is that a printing?
No.
Cash Money?
That's another tag team from
Printing-
TNA.
Printing company.
That's another tag team from TNA. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, outside of the wrestling niche of us geeks of wrestling that kind of know our stuff, people outside of that world don't know diddly squat about these people. And wrestling now is coming back to a way that people not look. For example, Bad Bunny, he's a wrestler now. Basically, he does his wrestling, and whether you agree with it, him being a wrestler or not, he's putting eyes on the product. He's putting eyes on the product. I don't know the dude from Adam. I don't follow him as an artist because once you reach a certain age, you're just like, all new music is like, you're like, what is this noise? You become an old man.
Yeah, but yeah, he's putting eyes on the product. But why are we not building within? Like, you didn't need no gimmick when you had the depth of the late 90s, early 2000 roster of the WWE.
They have gotten now to the point that they have to use what they got, because up until recently, they were depending too much on the same old, Like, for example, there was a reason why people like getting close to the end of his career, and I'm talking about Cena like if his career is over, but
He's pretty much done.
He's pretty much done.
He's pretty much came out and said, I can't do it anymore.
yeah, he can't perform to that level, so he has to do it now sporadically.
He has to do Undertaker's way.
He has to do it sporadically until he decides to hang the jean shorts and the sneakers or whatever. What were the Reeboks with the pumps?
Yeah, they were sneakers.
Yeah, the Reeboks with the pumps. He has to hang up the Reeboks with the pumps. Because I remember he used to fill the pumps with like that was gonna do something. I remember when they sold those sneakers that like,
I had a pair.
they were telling you that you can actually jump higher because you
all bullshit.
That is the biggest pile of dog poo I've ever heard in my life. Like a dog would look at that hill of poo and it was like, I found my Mount Everest. Like how many dogs it takes to make a Mount Everest size of poo?
Was depending what size dog.
Yeah, there's some pretty damn big dogs out there. See some Rottweilers?
Got some Great Danes. The Beethoven dog.
There's some dogs you can actually ride on them.
What about that dog from the Sandlot?
Oh Lord Jesus, that was a Rottweiler too. I think.
No, I don't think that
Wasn't
was a Rottweiler. That dog was a huge ass. I don't think that was a dog.
Pitbull.
We're gonna find out right now.
I think. I mean, he has some facial features as a pit bull. Kind of
Definitely probably a mutt.
Yeah, but not the friendliest.
Yeah, he was nice.
Well, later on, he became like more
He was,
docile.
Mastiff.
Mastiff. Yeah, but he became docile later on.
Yeah, of course.
The other movies, I think they did it like a couple of more after that, right? Like they did direct to video ones. Yeah. None of the original cast came back.
Oh no, I mean, so then it wasn't the Sandlot.
Well, for some reason, the studio felt that it was a continuation of the same story.
Listen, there's a lot of movies that shouldn't have been remade
Or continued.
or continued, and that's one of them. And about Home Alone after 2, they should have never even touched the movie or
You know
its
what?
title or anything after that.
I got to agree with that too. Not so. I mean, 100% agree with you after 2, but 2 was pretty practically a copy paste of 1, except that they traded Chicago for New York, and instead of a house, it wasn't a hotel. It was the whole city was the place where he was staying alone.
Still doesn't matter. 2.
Still, they're trying to let's make 2 as 1 but bigger.
Yeah, that's what they did.
But okay, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I understand that. But there's also another thing, like, that's lazy. It's kind of lazy. Also, how do you justify a couple of dudes that were incarcerated in Chicago all of a sudden, out of revenge and spite, gonna follow a kid that by happenstance and luck and dumb freaking luck ended up in New York?
It's a movie.
When you dig deep,
you don't try to make
Dude.
reality out of movies. It's a movie.
dude, that's what certain people do now. They just nitpick on movies. They're like, this is just not possible because of this and that. I'm like, do you understand that this movie's its main purpose is to try to entertain you?
Well, yeah. Well, look, Creed. Mm-hmm. How did he have a busted kidney and the dude still fight? Like, come on. It's a movie.
Your kidney is broken, then you shouldn't be fighting.
Yeah.
You shouldn't
Guardians
be
of the
fighting.
Galaxy. Who the hell's running around with a freaking raccoon in a tree?
A walking tree.
It's a movie. It's
By
meant
the
for
way,
entertainment.
in Guardians 3,
No. You're not gonna ruin this one for me.
I'm not going to say the
No.
fate of them.
No.
I'm just saying that Groot
No.
speaks what he always says.
Okay. Don't listen, I'll leave right now.
Okay, what he always says. Okay. And spoilers, I am Groot. Jesus Christ.
You already messed up one movie for me today. You're not gonna do another one.
I'm not going to say it. Jesus. Okay. It's just that every time he says I am Groot, it means something different.
We're family.
No, that you're confusing it with Groot's other movie. Or the voice of Groot's other movie. Jesus.
I'm sorry. It's just,
Vin Diesel. Family. Familia.
it's almost like that movie did exactly what Creed 3 did. He's like, that was supposed to be my spot, kind of thing. You took it away from me, kind of thing.
What are you talking about? You're kind of ruining the movie.
No, it's. I didn't even watch the movie. It was the trailer shows you exactly what it is. That was supposed to be me. You took my spot, Vin. Like, come on.
I think you're talking about.
No.
Okay. Listen, I take those fast movies for what they are. It's just glorified popcorn entertainment. Nothing to take serious. Like after I saw them going to freaking space, I was like,
nothing wrong with that.
all logic. And I mean,
They're
if
in
you're
space.
looking for logic in a freaking movie,
Don't watch Fast and Furious.
no, don't watch any of them. Don't watch any movies. Like you're trying. This doesn't make sense. No, duh. Duh. It's a freaking movie. It's not real.
It's for entertainment purposes.
It's entertainment. Like I was like I got so angry. I like, for example, I like The Dark Knight Rises, the third Nolan movie of the Batman. Okay, it's not your traditional Batman story. It's like trying to set it up in the real world, and the stakes were very high because they practically it took a whole city hostage just to like bury the economy and whatnot. All very convoluted plot and whatnot. But I heard people were like, "Oh, this could have never happened." I'm like, you understand that this is fantasy, right? We're talking about a dude walking around in daylight with a freaking bat suit on. Like you see that every day, right? That's a normal occurrence in your neighborhood, right?
Well, New York City, yeah.
Well, New York City, LA, and San Francisco notwithstanding.
Oh, you're just gonna remove them from the whole scenario, huh?
Hey, like I'm gonna have to put those three in Front Street because those are the three where anything is possible. It's a magical place in those three areas. New York City, it's like Grand Theft Auto is taking notes from them right now at this time. Like that's right. The reason I probably think that's the reason why this next Grand Theft Auto took so damn long to make, because they were like, wait a minute, there's new stuff happening in New York. Let's keep our eyes on this. This thing writes itself. This damn thing is writing itself. Let's just keep like. Oh snatch! They just stole that. Just stole that car right in front of the popo, right in front of them. Like right in front of them, the popo ain't doing nothing. Look at that. That popo's still eating his donut. Dude, right around. The popo's like giving a wave and everything. Yeah, you can go ahead and steal that car. Ain't dick we can do here. Welcome to New York.
I heard that it's costing them between
Billions.
it's costing them billions of dollars to make this new
Billions. The most expensive video game ever.
between 1 to 2 billion as per recent leaked, and this was from May 10th.
That is insane, dude. A movie has not been made that cost $1 billion. A movie has not been made at that cost. So this thing better break bank or it's bust.
Oh no, it's gonna break. Do you know how much money they made when it came out? Think about it. It came out. Five came out in 2014, right?
Yeah, and they're still playing it
right before PlayStation 5 came out. So stupid people like me beat it on PlayStation 4 and then bought it to beat it on PlayStation 5.
It was a whole different game.
The graphics were a little better. Wasn't that much different. So they made their money like double.
Yeah, because they was just counting on people being. It's like I remember that True Lies scene where Bill Paxton saw Schwarzenegger go into the used car sales plot. He said, "One born every minute."
So they're thinking this GTA 6 is going to come out anywhere between April 1st of 2024 and March 31st of 2025. That really, they're like, oh look, they just leaked the release date. No, you have like a whole year, almost a year and a half, telling us when it's going to be released. I don't think that's a exact date.
Well, speaking of video games, finally, AEW's Fight Forever game is gonna come out in June of this year. They finally gonna pull that trigger.
Yay!
It's finally gonna happen because it was the ultimate will they won't they in the wrestling community. They've been announcing. By the way, they've been announcing this game since 2020. And the excuse was the ever expanding roster of AEW, which was practically every 3 days there was a new wrestler added. So and so is all elite. So and so is all elite. This guy is all elite. She is all elite. And it was like, Jesus Christ, it's been 18 wrestlers so far in this month alone.
That's crazy.
And now they're finally going to release the game. Now, what they have said, which I wish more game systems did so, is that they are not going to release a follow-up game because they're just going to do direct downloads.
They're just going to make updates to the
Yeah,
game as it goes.
Exactly. They're just going to add, for example, if the roster updates, guess what? It's just going to download. If you have your whole thing connected to, you know what? Well, you're supposed to. I mean, why would you waste that kind of money on a freaking console if you can't have internet connection? Like, there's something wrong with you making that kind of investment if you're not gonna have an internet connection on the damn thing. What's wrong with you? I mean, even if you don't want to play online, like at least for the benefit of updating the damn thing, because that's one thing that I do hate about modern console games is that. Like, for example, we both got WWE 2K22.
Yeah, I was with you when you bought yours.
And all of a sudden
you were pissed off that you had to buy the
yeah.
you had to buy PlayStation Plus to play it.
Yeah, because it was like it doesn't even allow you to get the full roster if you don't play that. You buy that. I was like, are you taking a dump?
That's how they make more money.
Are you taking a dump on my face right now?
Oh no, they took it.
Well, they done took it, but we use other methods. I mean, nothing illegal. Nothing illegal. I just want to clear that out. Nothing illegal. It was all legal, all natural. I just took advantage of certain perks of my job.
I did that a lot. I did a lot of that.
Took advantages of perks of my job. My job gave me like a gift certificate of a certain amount. Guess what? That was the exact same amount for that yearly plan.
Before I left, there was a discount on some kind of store, like Sam Clubs, BJ. Like those things cost like $50 to $75 a year. Well, with your job, my former job, they had a discount of like $20 for the year.
You're
right
like,
before I left.
Snatching that right now.
Right before I left, cashed in. I got it.
Insert Skeletor laughing meme here.
Yeah.
Some of you will be like, who's Skeletor? I hate you. Whoever asks that question, I hate you. You're ignorant. You's ignorant.
So
You're
I
not
looked
cultured.
up how much GTA 5 sold for. And it said it sold over 395 million units sold. And this was in February 6th. So if you times that by $60, it's almost like, look at the number. My calculator on my phone doesn't even want to like calculate that.
Jesus Christ.
So it's gonna make their money even if they spend $1 billion to make the game for 6, because it's gonna be 10 years before the game releases that we had a GTA.
Right.
I mean, I think the reason why PlayStation made 5 so quick after 4 is because they knew it was gonna freaking sell. But see, with Rockstar,
And I'm sorry to interrupt, but you know that just now is when the game quality is actually matching up to the hardware.
Yeah.
It's now. So I think they threw out that console too premature, because I mean, when you think about how the games have been coming out on the 5 and on the 4, there's not much of a difference graphic wise.
But here's the thing, with PlayStation 4, they had like releases to make, because you, like you said, they released 4 I think they released 4 from 3, and they threw it out there just to have a machine out there, because it's been a long time.
Yeah.
So 4 came with additional like with the one that I gave you,
the
PlayStation 4 Pro with the 1 terabyte drive. But it also upgraded a little bit of the graphics.
So it looks
from
a
the
little
4,
better.
So it looks a little better. 5
goes above that. And you can, I mean, to me, I play a lot of sports games, so I noticed the difference. I mean, I don't know people that probably play Fortnite and play Apex and all that other games. They probably can tell a lot more than I can. There's some hardcore gamers out there.
Yeah, but to me, it was a big difference just from GTA.
Look at this shit.
Yeah, only in New York.
A woman walking around NYC with a duck
On the leash.
on a leash.
People were walking rats on the leashes in New York City. What people do in New York City no longer surprises me. That's
And
why
how the hell they live there still?
This is why I stay away from New York City. The closest I get to the city is the Bronx, and that's when I go to a Yankee game.
Well, I'm waiting for that lady in church to recuperate so we can set up that date. So we can get those sweet discounts for Yankee Stadium.
My next game is Friday.
Oh, damn, you're going to go premature on me.
And then I have a game in June, which is Derek Jeter's bobblehead day.
We'll see when I'll get to visit Yankee Stadium.
And if your lady has like an extra ticket and says you know anyone that wants to go.
Oh, no, you are first on my list.
Yeah.
You know you're first on my list because I asked my brother if he's like, well, with my schedule, I simply don't know.
You just let me know.
No, I'll let you know. I mean, we are recording now, and this going out the ether very soon in the next day. So this is like a very public promise right now. You put me on Front Street right now.
Yeah, that's right.
You done put me on Front Street right now. You're
All
like,
I have to do is
like,
go back to the episode.
Go,
and be like,
episode
see?
116. You said it in front of the world, Craig.
Everyone.
Right in front. We're the elite security cars of the world, Craig.
So there you have it. All 7 of you that listen. You
Elite
heard it
security
first.
guard of the girl, Craig. Oh, God. Oh, why are we always referencing black people? We just like reference all of them.
You got fired on your day off.
I'm sorry, it's just that they're the funniest. I don't know. Hey, at least we ain't picking no scrubs.
Oh, yeah,
We're not picking no scrubs. We're not picking no scrub movies. We're not picking stuff like, really? You like that? Like, really? Really? That piece of crap? You're picking on that? No, we go for the good stuff. We go for the good stuff.
Can we say we got high expensive taste?
Yeah, we got good taste. As Pops would say. All right. Let's see. There it is.
Oh,
Why don't you reverse it? Don't be pussy whip. Whip that pussy. Look. Bang, 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 bang. Now, Marcus.
Words to live by.
you know you gotta play the 2 good ones. You know you gotta play the 2 good ones. You know you gotta do it.
Oh, no. Who do we start with?
Bernie Mac, baby.
Okay, but which one? Okay, I'll just cherry pick them.
If people don't like you if you're being yourself, fuck them. Fuck them. Fuck them up against the wall. Wear handcuffs on them and crazy through on their lips. That's all you do.
Where's Lupa?
Your pardon.
Oh, I knew you. Damn it to hell, I knew your face was
The best one.
Man, back in the day, your wife just sucked the meanest. Well, I know you're a lucky man.
You scum-sucking son of a bitch!
That's my home.
My wife you talking about?
Now I remember. I even remember your name. They should call you Jawbone.
Oh my God.
But you say it so good too. You have me dying when you do it.
You have to call you Jawbone.
Oh, you're a lucky man.
You a lucky man. Such a graphic detail. All the sucking and everything.
Fuck him.
You could just imagine all the minkage was coming.
Oh my God. My fingers still work.
Oh God, you could just imagine all the minkia coming out that mouth.
My fingers still work.
Oh my God, leave Stephen Hawking alone. That man been wearing full for years now. Leave that man alone. All he did was just be a little freaky. That's all. He was just a little freaky. That's all.
Mr. Baby, I wouldn't have.
I caught you off guard that day. When I brought that up, I just caught you off guard. I'm like, wow. Seriously. This dude bound on a wheelchair for like 30 years, and all he could muster is, my finger still works. Really? What does it work for? Tell us more, Mr. Hawking.
Your next drawing an old man in the wheelchair.
Oh, no. That would be too graphic. I don't think you would print that thing. You can sit on my face. The teeth will work themselves. This just went to a dark place. Dude been there for like 3 years. Just sniffing women. Vince McMahon hearing this, and I'm taking pointers. Write this down. Write it down, goddammit.
Miss McMahon.
This man is a genius. Vince, you just came off of a multi-million-dollar lawsuit. Shut up, goddammit. I want a bitch writing on my face. Right now, damn it. Now. Vince McMahon is like the white man's version of Rick James. Like, for real. For real, man. Only he's getting off away with it, all of it. Why? Because he's white and rich.
Oh, my God.
I just imagine him like that. Have you seen The Departed?
No.
How dare you, sir? How dare you?
I'm not. Listen.
Okay.
If the trailer doesn't do it for me,
Look,
I don't watch it.
It's a great movie. Everybody in the sun is in that movie. Like, you got Marky Mark in it. You got, of course, it's a Martin Scorsese film, so of course Leo DiCaprio's in it. And he does a great job.
Listen, I only watched one.
Matt Damon is in it. Alec Baldwin is in it. But the main guy who's in it, the main villain in the movie, is Jack Nicholson. And he does a wonderful performance as the bad guy. Now, there's a scene which I would just imagine this was him just telling him a story from 1969. Telling the story to Martin Scorsese. You're like, well, I don't know how much of it we can film, but we can get the gist of it. Which in detail, how I will say this. Let me see this scene. How can I describe it and do it some sort of justice? He has some certain powder substance in his hand. He's just throwing it in the crack of some woman's behind. And then he grabs another woman, tells her, Go here, snort it. That's how I imagine Vince McMahon on a Tuesday. Not just a weekend, a Tuesday. That's a Tuesday for him. That's a normal Tuesday. They're like, well, doesn't everybody throw blow on a crack a horse ass and shoves another woman's on there? Isn't that a daily occurrence? Doesn't every man does that on a Tuesday?
Maybe that's why he wanted everyone on the roster to kiss his ass.
We're getting somewhere. I think we finally nailed it. The Vince McMahon Kiss My Ass Club was born out of him putting horse, sniffing coke out of the other horses' behinds. We just found out that one.
And then he snorted Rikishi's ass.
Yeah, like he did. That's not a line. That's you snort that. You snorting eternity into your nostrils right there, son. And you getting something else too. You're getting something else too. Hey, I'm gonna tell you something. Spoiler alert: it ain't white.
Okay, well, this has been
It's of the brown, Brian. It's brown, I tell you.
We're gonna leave now. We just got this podcast just made a deep left turn somewhere where it wasn't supposed to stop. Go.
Vince McMahon on a Tuesday.
You sweet little thing. It's gonna be you and me.
Going sniff, sniff, sniff.
Sniff, sniff, sniff. Sniff, sniff. Sniff, sniff, sniff. Inhale. Woo! That's some Ric Flair stuff there for you too.
Baby arm.
Oh, Mr. Baby, I'm holding an apple himself. Oh, that Mr. Bulldozer between his legs. Wrecking women since 1970.
Poor guy has 10 strokes and he's like, yeah, you're next. Come on.
He's like, what, just one? It's 4 at a time. It's 4 at a time. We'll go for
And 5 on a good day.
On a good day, it's 8.
Damn.
Hey, I don't take this thing lightly. I got a reputation to maintain. Woo, 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 woo.
Yeah,
Where Pop said was bang, 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 it was Ric Flair was woo, 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 woo. I remember that he had a feud with Diamond Dallas Page, and Diamond Dallas Page told him in WCW, he was like, okay, newsflash, Spaceman's been closed since 1980. And he told him, hey, oldest ride, longest line. Wow, we just went there. we
just didn't just go there. We've been there all show.
We went not scorched earth, obliterated earth. Like Earth has been dead for 30 years.
Yeah.
And there's some people that are just like not only emotional damage, they're like they're just shaking in the corner.
Either they're shaking for therapy or they're shaking that they need help.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
We excuse this word.
Emotional damage. Where's the therapy button?
We gonna keep this? Nigga. I can't even reach it, bro. This fucking
girl swing fell off.
And the nice part, Christian podcast.
That was off a Christian podcast and she used that word.
Yes, sir. Clarification, she's black, so she can say it. They got to pass on that word, okay? They got to pass. Not us. Not us. We can't say that word. We can't say it, but they got to pass because they own it.
We're going to keep this. Yes, we are.
And then that word. That word. That word. That word. So, yeah, this has been the Husky Web.
We're going to end it on that, huh?
Oh, yeah. I mean, do you got something better?
No, I don't.
Can you top it? Can we just keep going on? Pun there, right there.
Changing flavors.
I don't have that one. Oh, you know what?
Just send it on one of those American rants.
You gotta do something. You ever meet somebody that don't do nothing? You ever meet somebody that don't do nothing? They don't do nothing. They don't date. They don't do drugs. They don't play checkers. They don't do nothing. How long do you like those people for? You don't. I like people with a little bit of edge to them. They gotta do something. If you tell me I don't like alcoholics, but I love heroin, I'm in. If you tell me you suck toes for breakfast, I'm in. You gotta do.
Where's to live by? That's Uncle Joey.
Hold on.
That's Uncle Joey for you. And you're gonna go for the math changing flavor story? Oh yeah. Oh my God. This podcast is more like a promotional tool for Uncle Joey. Hey, he has a book out there. What's it called? Tremendous?
Tremendous something.
I think it's just Tremendous. Let me see.
No, I can't do that one.
Yeah, Tremendous. The Life of a Comedy Savage.
Here, I'm going to send it to you.
Joey Coco Diaz.
I'm going to send it to you right now.
Like, if you think we're messed up, we
that
are
man.
saints compared to this man.
I texted it to you.
You send it via text or?
Yeah, it's on a YouTube video.
Okay, let's see. Okay.
Jesus Christ. I don't know if I'm going to shit myself or fart, but let me just take a chance.
Good move.
And I blew this fart, Joe Rogan. That was so bad. Right? We were on a bus and people started running, you know, the school buses? People started running to the windows, right? To swing down the bus windows. But here's what gets better. I farted again. And the teachers were going, "Oh my God, he's changing flavors." But the worst thing was the cheerleaders were crying. That's how bad it smelled. They were sitting in front of the bus going,
Wait a minute. He's changing flavor.
And that's why he's called Matt Flavors World.
Go look him up. He's on Instagram. Got to do American rant. You have one? Can end it with that.
No, I done lost the one that I put last week.
Oh, come on.
I done lost that one. Let me see. Uncle Joey rants. Okay, let me see.
Shit's crazy.
What? Okay, wait. I think. Oh, I love this one.
We will be back Monday night or whatever. We don't fucking know yet till next week. Who gives a fuck? Have a great weekend. Stay black. Tomorrow's a tough day for our country. Today's a tough day for our country. It is what it is. We're America, bitches. As a matter of fact, the national anthem.
Oh, boy.
Let's go. We're going to open up with the national anthem today. Let's do
Public
it.
domain.
And no faggy fucking hearts.
Oh my God! Sorry for that.
No, I
want
got
the
it
good-
saved.
Yeah, I want the good fucking
And not
national
Neil Diamond.
Are you ready?
Let's do this. It's September 11th, people.
'Tis of thee.
It's September 11th. I know 10, 12 years ago we had disaster and these fucking momos were walking around. What are we going to do? Terrorists. The only fucking terrorist is the fear you have of yourself. We're fucking Americans. You take that plane that hit the World Trade Centers and you stick that up somebody's fucking asshole. We're Americans, bitch. Don't you ever fucking forget that. That means we do what the fuck we want to do. We're Americans. Fuck ISIS. Fuck terrorists. Fuck turbans. Fuck everybody. I hate all you motherfuckers. We're fucking Americans. that means nobody fucking stops us. We want our dick sucked, we get our dick sucked. That's what an American does. Ask the fucking Pilgrims. Fuck 9/11. Fuck 9/11. It'll never happen again. We're America. You don't ever have to be afraid again. Fuck Obama. Fuck them all. We're Americans, you son of a bitch. Grab your guns. Go shoot somebody.
And you don't know Joan Rivers?
Fuck Joan Rivers. I don't know Joan Rivers.
Fuck Joan Rivers.
Oh my god.
Joan Rivers.
Don't know her.
Oh my god. Oh god. Oh my god.
Okay, well, that's the end of the podcast.
Oh god.
Our social medias. I'm at JohnnyBoy426 on Instagram. Yeah,
Yeah, go ahead. Continue. I'm
You're-
still recuperating.
you're that Ariel Duran on Instagram. Husky Babu Podcast on Twitter and Instagram. TeePublic is 35% off for forever.
For life.
For life.
Just like the NWO.
Too sweet. This is episode 116. We'll be back on your radio waves or wherever you want to listen to us next week.
If you dare.
If you dare to listen to this one, good luck. We don't have money for your therapy sessions, so on that note,
Oh, we're crap out of luck on this.
you all have a great week, and we'll get back and we'll see you or hear you next week. Have a good one,
And
everybody.
as Uncle Joey would say, stay black.
Stay black. Peace out.